Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to put together the IKEA Songsan dresser. So let's get started. First thing you want to do is make sure you've got all four packages. So the first two is for the frame, and 3 and 4 are strictly cabinets. 3 and 4 are basically the exact same box. So open up the first box, and here's all the hardware you're going to have. And there's framing pieces in there too. So you're going to want to use this number 1 bag. It's going to have all the stuff in it, and then get these 6 pieces out. Note the different styles. So the 2 on the left have pegs that are really close together. 2 in the middle have holes all over the place, and the 2 on the right have pegs that are more spread out. So get 6 pegs here, and put one in each one of them on the end here. It only fits in one side, so figure out which one that is, and then go ahead and take these 3 framing pieces. Note the left and right side, the slits, and then on the one in the middle, it's the holes. Keep those on the left. So you're going to want to get rollers that say left on them. Kind of hard to see, I know, sorry. You want to put 6 of those on the 2 right pieces, and then one rollers that say right on that left piece. So what we're going to do is we're going to screw all these into the holes that are there. So the instructions say to mount all the ones close to the wheel first, but honestly, you can do it in whatever order you want. So normally what I do is I will put all 3 in loosely first. That way you can wiggle around, make sure you can get all 3 screws in, and then tighten them up. So go ahead and do that for all 9 of these wheels here. And then once we've done that, go ahead and flip the middle piece here, and go ahead and get 3 more right rails, right wheel rails. And then same thing here, 9 more screws. Go ahead and screw all those in. Then we're going to go to the next part, which these longer screws. These are like mounting screws. So each piece has 3 of them in the corners. So you'll notice that in the pieces that there's 2 holes in each corner. These screws only fit in one. So you don't have to worry about it. So it's 3 per piece, and they're literally in each corner. So closest to the corner. Get these 2 pieces of plastic, which are for the bottom to slide the dresser. So put it on the 2 pieces most to the left. And then what we're going to do is take one of those, and we're going to put it into this bottom left side here. So you want to, mount the piece of wood onto to that mounting screw, and then the peg will go into the actual framing piece. Then what we want to do is take more pegs, 4 of them, and put the pegs into these 2 pieces on the right. And then what you want to do is take one of those and go ahead and put it in the upper left. So you want to make sure that hole is sitting up, and you'll know because you got to get it into the mounting screw. Then take one of the ones with the holes in the middle, pull that on the bottom right, and mount that in. Then what you want to do is take these locking screws, and we're going to lock each one of those in, each one of those arms, I'm going to call them, into each side. So they only go in one way. Go ahead and put them in there, and then you're going to twist like about 180 degrees, and it'll lock that piece into the frame. And you'll feel it pull the skinny piece of wood down. So go ahead and do that on this one, and then also that third one in the upper left. Do that same thing as well. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take these 2 screws, and we're going to put a support bracket on. So this is still that same mounting frame. So there's 2 holes up at the top here. Go ahead and screw those in. I found it easier for this particular piece to just use a regular screwdriver because my drill is too big, the head. So use a regular screwdriver and mount this in. Then take the middle piece here and flip it 180, and you want to take those mounting screws and put them into the skinny stick wood pieces. Make sure those are lined up together, and then also the pegs are going to line up with the middle piece of this frame. So go ahead and get those lined up, push those in, make them flat. And then what we're going to do is more mounting, locking screws. So 3 of these, 1 on each side again. So put 1 in, turn it 180, you'll feel it grab, and repeat for the other 2. And what we're going to do is we're going to take more of these mounting screws, 3 of them. So it's going to be in the same position as the other side. Go ahead and screw those in. And then let's turn this piece down so we can get the other, side of the drawer ready. So finish up this support bracket. Again, just like the other side, I finish it with the actual screwdriver because the head of my drill is too big. So here we go. Might be safer just to use a screwdriver to begin with so you don't strip it. Now take the other three skinny pieces. It's going to be in the exact same orientation as the other side. So the one with the pegs close together is on the bottom. The one with all the holes is going to be straight up on top of that. And then the one with the pegs that are spread out is going to be to the left here. So go ahead and mount those in place on the mounting screws and the pegs. And then we've got more locking screws. So another three of those. Go ahead and lock all three of those into place. And then let's put that last side of the frame on. So now you just want to turn it up here and go ahead and get those mounting screws lined up with the skinny pieces. And then of course the pegs are going to mount in as well. So push those in. And then again, more locking screws. So recurring theme. So three more of those, lock those into place. And then note this slit in the back of the frame here. We're going to need to line this up with the backing cardboard. So get this piece of backing cardboard from your number 2 box. Notice the holes all over there. You want to put those up, and then you want the cardboard side to face up. So get it in that slot, slide it in there, just wiggle, wiggle, and it should go in nice and smooth. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take these locking pieces and put them in the bottom. There's about 7 of them. So what I would do is put the big piece in first, do that across all of them so you can still move this piece of cardboard around, and then put the small piece in to lock it in. Don't be dumb like me and lock the first one in and not be able to move the rest of the cardboard. Once we've done that, then go ahead and take the plastic pieces and put those into each end of the bottom here. And so obviously this is for hardwood floors, so you can slide it, so it's pretty nice. Now you can lift up the piece, so turn it 90 degrees to put it straight up. And then we have another support bracket for the other side. So it's another 4 screws, 2 on each side. Again, use your screwdriver, it's probably easier. Then take the 6 mounting screws, get your big top piece from the second box and screw all 6 of these in. These are going to be on the closer to the middle. If you want to mount, you're going to use that little hole, and you're going to use this package here, but I'm not going to show that because I'm not going to mount this. Then take 6 pegs, and you want to put these on each framing piece. They're going to go farthest away onto the outside. So go and do that in all 6 of them. And then what we want to do is let's flip this and line this up. Make sure that that slit is in the back because it needs to line up with the backing there. So go ahead and put that down, take your time and line that up. Line up all 6 holes with the pegs. Once you got that lined up, go ahead and push it down, make it flat. And again, make sure that the backing is in that slot there, so everything is lined up. And what we're going to do is we're going to use 6 locking screws, and we're going to lock in each framing piece. So 2 here, 2 in the middle, 2 on the left side. Then we're going to use more of these locking pieces. I think there was about 6 more of them around the outside, the perimeter of the frame. Lock those in, and then there's 3 screws to really lock this backing in. So these are going in right in the middle, in that middle framing piece. So there's 3 of them. Mount those into the wood there. And then take your number 3 box, which is just 3 full drawers basically. Take these 2 pieces. So you want the small holes facing each other, big holes on the bottom. You want the slots facing up, those, and then the holes should be on the bottom here. That's how you know you've got the right pieces. This is a little bit tricky, so take your time on this. Each one of these has 2 pegs, so put the pegs in the correct spots here, which are the smaller holes. Do the same thing on the other piece. So these are the side pieces of the drawer. This is the front of the drawer, so you want to take 2 mounting screws and screw those into the smaller holes. You can see, of course, do it on the other side as well. And then you're going to take this piece with the big holes facing away from the slot on the bottom there, and that should mount in with the little screws on the little holes on the bottom. And same thing on the other side. So go ahead and mount those in, and then take your locking screws, put those in, 4 of them, so 2 on each side here. Go ahead and lock those in. And then take this is basically the bottom piece of the drawer. You're going to put that in. Make sure that the curve is facing away from the drawer, like this. And then what you want to do is take your backing piece of the drawer, go ahead and lock that into the bottom piece, and then line it up with the slots on the side pieces of the drawer. Then you want to take these these pins basically that line it up, put those in, 2 on each side, and then more locking screws to lock the whole drawer together. So 2 on this side, 2 on the other side. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put the rails on. So the drawer is upside down right now. Make sure that the wheels are facing away from the front of the drawer from the biggest piece. And then it's just 3 screws. So again, like the framing pieces, I like doing them not fully tight, but loose, so you can move it around, make sure you can get all 3 pieces in, and then tighten them up after you've got them all lined up. Take these 2 screws, which are for the handle in the front, put the handle through the hole in the front, and then screw these in. Use your drill, make it tight. And then we're almost done. So that's basically it for the drawer. Do this 5 more times, and then put the drawers in. You want to drop the drawers into the hole, lift the drawer up, and then you should be able to slide it in after that when everything's all lined up. That's basically it. So if you want to put the warning one, this drawer is exactly the same, but the warning one goes in the upper left if you care. Again, all the drawers are the same, so it doesn't really matter. And that's it. So hope that helped you put together your IKEA Songsan dresser. And thanks for watching.